We've got a warning tonight about a deadly drug mix. Our 13 Investigates reporter Sierra Putman discovered it's taking over local streets. Sierra joins us in studio tonight. So what is this drug that people are taking?
It's an animal tranquilizer that's being mixed with other drugs to make people stay high for longer. A local coroner first alerted me to it, and I was surprised to learn that now it's in more than half of the drug supply here in Marion County. A warning to viewers, some images in this story are graphic.
So this is her room.
This pink pictured place is dedicated to Lori McCall's daughter, Cheyenne.
Come and pray down here. Talk to her.
The 25-year-old died in May of 2021.
I went to wake her up next morning and she was gone. Wow. Laying next to her son.
An untimely death, unexpected, even though Cheyenne struggled with substance abuse for years. Unanticipated because her mom says she had been clean.
It made it way worse because she was so clean and like her and her son was bonding so well.
10 good months, and then she relapsed. This toxicology report shows multiple substances in her system, meth, fentanyl, and one that stood out.
I'd never heard of Xylazine.
Xylazine. Xylazine. Veterinarians use it to sedate dogs, cats, cattle, and other animals, not humans.
When I found out that it didn't matter how much Narcan we used, she was never going to come back, I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
Narcan doesn't work because Xylazine is not an opioid. Right now, dealers are mixing it with fentanyl and other drugs to extend a user's high, and the number of deaths are growing dramatically. The DEA says here in the Midwest, Cheyenne was one of 351 people who overdosed with Xylazine in their system. Compared to the year before, that's up 516%. Kara Healy is the director of nursing at Praxis of Carmel by Landmark Recovery. In December, she told me her clinic didn't know of any Xylazine cases. 9 weeks later, we sat down again. You hadn't seen it then. Have you seen it now?
Yes.
Healy thinks 2 of her patients overdosed with Xylazine in their system.
Gave her loads and loads and loads of Narcan. Nothing was really working.
She counted 10 doses of Narcan.
At some point in the CPR process, she took a breath.
The patient survived.
The things she was telling me kind of just triggered in my head things we had talked about.
The patient said it felt like her skin was on fire.
And then she pulled her arm out of her sleeve to show me, and it was quite gruesome looking.
Healy said it was bad, but not as grisly as the blackened open sores on these legs.
It looked like something had eaten away at her skin.
A hallmark of Xylazine. Doctors treated these ulcers and abscesses in Philadelphia, the epicenter of our country's tranq problem. Did she test positive for Xylazine?
We don't currently test for it. It wouldn't surprise me if that's coming soon.
What drugs are you injecting? How many times a day do you inject?
The Marion County Health Department is testing. Well, syringes, not people.
Is Xylazine here in Indianapolis?
Xylazine is very much here.
Marion County's Safe Syringe Exchange program hands out 10,000 a week. They also test what's inside the ones turned in. Madison Weintraut says Xylazine first started showing up in the summer of 2022, months before the FDA sent out this warning to healthcare workers. This summer, Xylazine was in only about 6% of the syringes tested.
And steadily month by month, that's increased. We were at 55% for the month of January.
55%, what does that mean?
So it means that about half of the drugs that we are collecting are laced with Xylazine.
And Weintraut says the health department is already treating patients with sores like these.
We're not to Philly yet, but I think if it continues at the rate that it has over the last 6 months, we could get to Philly in the next year.
What do you think needs to be done that's not being done now?
They need to figure out how we can reverse it.
An antidote to give someone like Cheyenne one more chance to get clean and stay clean. Sierra Putman, 13 News.
And right now you can go to WTHR.com and click on the 13 Investigates section. There you can read the federal reports and see those photos of the sores that Xylazine causes.